Hello, viewers. Oh, looks like I'm in control. Haha.
I was gonna say.
They've obviously overridden it.
Oh, for God's sake! Seriously? I still get used to this game. I've just blooming quit by accident because the selected things are both the same colour.
Have you quit the lobby?
Yes, by accident because I pressed the wrong button because I thought you said I was in control, so I was trying to do it. No. I'm joining you through the party, so. Right, okay, so so the lighter blue is the accept. Right, okay. The darker blue is not. Right, okay. Why could you not make it red and blue like a sensible people would? I don't know. Maybe that's why it's called slightly mad. I don't know. Anyway.
Maybe. So we've only got 9 people doing this.
So okay, so who's in so you personally won't know who's in which Ligier, or does it actually tell you a Ligier, Judd, Honda, or Nissan?
No.
It doesn't tell you that?
No.
Right, okay, so currently I'm watching... Right, okay, so... The Michael Shank car is a Honda. You can tell by the...
Oh, by the lagginess.
Yes, well, not by the lagginess, by the engine cover. That's a Marek, so that's... I don't know what Ligier that is. I can't tell what it... You can tell by the Ligiers, by the different engine covers, whether or not they're Judds or not. So that's a Nissan Ligier, the 47 car. That's good. I'd say Nissan as well, I think. That's a Honda. Very badly damaged Ligier Honda.
He's already been in the wall there at least once,
yep.
Hasn't he? Can't tell what that is. Just a wall.
That's a Honda, I believe. Basically, the Ligiers which have got a flat top on them, on the engine inlet, are the Hondas. Like that one. See the engine? See the engine inlet on the top?
Yep.
That signifies that's a Honda. The more the oval ones are the Nissans, and I have not seen a Judd yet. But I might be mistaken. But I know definitely the two they're easiest to tell the difference to are the Hondas and the Nissans. Obviously, that's 94's a Marek, so that's nice and easy to tell the difference of. As it is. But I know, is VW in the Oreca still?
Don't have to tell us anything. Oh, either way, he's had a spin.
Oh, so Friday's not the only one who's done a lap now. As Soul's now gone top in a 41.9. I think he must be in one of the Ligier. He has to be in one of the Ligiers, but I don't know which one. Watching Brenson. So Brenson's in a... I think that... Is that the Judd? Is that going to be the Judd one, maybe? That might be a Judd one. Possibly. I need to see the Michael Shank... No, not the Michael Shank car, because that's a definite Honda. Okay, so we've got Dizzy top, Brenson second, Soul third, Friday fourth, Jerome fifth, VW sixth, Soul is in the pit lane.
That's Slicker in the pit lane.
Oh, it's a Slicker, is it? Oh,
Yep.
okay. That's nice and confusing.
You've got Drone in the pit lane now, but Dizzy, as you say at the moment, with his headlights blazing, he's happy top. I would have thought there'd been a few more drivers today, to be honest.
Well, who else has entered this league?
I'm not sure, but without having to look on the website itself, but I'm pretty sure there's been more than 9.
The Soul's now taken top charge. Can you find VW?
I mean, we're on with it for about half a minute.
So VW's in the Marek. And so no one's in the... I'm trying to work out who's in what, because I thought there was an Araker before, but maybe not. At least we can see what kind of assists everyone is using as well, which I quite like. You can see how much fuel people have got left. Now, I take it from the old game, where it says 11.6, that is how many laps they've got left, rather than litres.
As far as I'm aware of, that is actually litres.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware of. Because in the Ginetta League, fuel loads didn't sort of correlate to laps. So I believe that is litres because the numbers don't seem to
match. Okay.
Move as much and match as you say. Goose moves up into second.
So we've got the top three, separated by a quarter of a second at the moment.
Matthew using the number 4.
Oh, I want to say that must be a Honda, because looking at the revs that he's using, just over 6, and the engine cover, that has to be a Honda, because it's the only Ligier that's turbocharged. Which is why it sounds different. So he's got a lot more fuel on than
what Goose had a moment ago.
Yeah, he has double the fuel.
And then you got Slicker, he's got a lot more.
A lot more. See, I think that's a Nissan. It doesn't help the fact that people aren't that there's no real liveries on this game, or the real liveries are not being used from the Nissans. If someone's using the on-roke, that will help, because the on-rokes are Nissans. Need to see what Slicker's using, but we can't see that.
We're on with Slicker now.
Oh, sorry. I thought there's someone who's using the black on-road car. I think that's the Michael Shank car that's gone straight on. At the chicane. So the top 4 now are under a second now, 7.5 tenths. Top 5 now. Who's that in the pit lane? Was that VW?
That's
Friday.
Are you able, do you see the names at the top of the screen?
Yeah, I do, yeah. No. I'm getting used to the game!
No, I'm just checking, Because when I did the Ginettas, I was always director. So sometimes I did it on the air, sometimes I'm demon. I don't know. I've never been in your position of just having to put the controller down, put the hands
so Goose has got a lot less fuel. It's now 6.5 litres. We're assuming that is litres.
Yeah. It's very wide.
Is that... Right, that's a Honda. Right, okay. It seems there's more Hondas than Nissans being used, which is interesting. Is there a performance difference between the two?
Don't know.
You know, I know what happened in before was that the Nissans were mainly used in Europe and worldwide, but then the Judds were used in Europe and the Hondas were in America, so they never really raced against each other apart from Le Mans. And when they raced at Le Mans, it was always the European ones and the world ones that did well because they were the ones who were used to the track. The American ones never did well because it was always the first time there. So
yeah.
So it's a bit hard to tell.
Who should we go with then? Let's go with Soul.
So he's using a Nissan Judd. Nissan Judd? What? Nissan Ligier. No, WR. And also the exhaust are the exhausts are different. Right, okay. So the Nissans that come out sideways as well, if you notice.
Yep.
The Hondas come up from the top. So if they're not coming from the sides or the top, then it's a Judd. I really should have done more research before I started, but oh well. They're the two easiest ones. The WRT Ligier going through the going down to the Revachas. And also notice the revs. The Nissan one is doing over 8,000, whereas the Hondas were only doing over 6.
Yeah.
That's not because it's anything to do with the Honda F1 engine, nothing to do with that, not a lack of power or anything like that. It is to do with the fact that the Nissans are naturally aspirated and the Hondas are turboed. I believe...
Although it's funny making that comparison.
Yes, it is very, very funny. Now I can't remember though, whether or not, as Soul goes sideways through the centre chicane, whether or not they're both 8 cylinders. Whether or not they're both V8s, I can't remember that. I've got a finny feeling the Hondas are V6s. But who knows, it's a test race. Have you noticed the top 4 now within a quarter of a second?
I have. Top 6 are within a second.
I think that might be Goose
Someone
there.
off up ahead.
That might be Goose.
Yep,
yeah,
you're right.
I think he's in the only yellow Ligier, I believe. So it's WRT top. I need to find all the team names as well. But I know that the only two I know off the top of my head is hang on a minute, does that say Judd on the side of that thing? I'll have to look at that. No, it just says Ligier JSP2, that's just the name of the car. Fair enough. Getting through the centre chicane. Very stiffly sprung, it seems like, quite bouncy over the curbs. It seems like.
I think that's just to feed the way that the spectate view is, because the Ginettas again, they seem very, very stiff in spectate view, although that's going for a spin.
Right, there's the Honda of Friday. I guess the advantage. It'll be interesting to see the advantage between the two. I don't know if this game does have BOP, doesn't it?
That I don't know. I've not played the game enough to really know the settings and.
Right, I'm gonna try and
such.
look up what the differences are between the three Ligios while we're in this sort of lull of qualifying. There is a way of telling. I know that to tell the Hondas apart. I just cannot remember how to tell the Nissans and the Judds apart. I'm gonna try and remember how to spell Ligier now. Hang on, I know it's the easy way of doing it. JS.
Friday goes top.
By half a second.
4, yeah. Even though only the top 4 will go in a second. Wait, that's top 5. Dizzy just moves in with an 8 tenths.
Yes.
Goes instantly to the pit lane again. That was deemed okay if safe to do so. I still don't like it, but I'll allow it.
The Judds have... Unfortunately, I cannot seem to see a difference between the Judds and the Nissans. Because their exhaust are in the same place and the airbox is the same shape.
Just a make do, weren't we then?
Hopefully they make a different sound. The Honda Ligier goes through with Matthew, so is that Friday's teammate Matthew, isn't he?
I believe so.
Yes. Friday's number 5. So I find it quite interesting on this game. This doesn't make sense that the windscreen on Friday's car is smashed. I don't want to sound like an idiot, but isn't the windscreen's perspex?
I think they're meant to be, but the game hasn't. Is it smashed?
Well, someone's windscreen, yeah, it's smashed. Yes.
You sure that's not the windscreen wiper at the front?
No, it's definitely smashed. If you get a better view of it, you'll see that it is. Anyway, Matthew did improve time and a position.
There's still a huge gap between 6th and 7th.
Did you see that then?
Yeah, I did.
I can understand it in the Ginettas. Can't quite understand it in these. Now, I take it, in the last game, there was, when you had aero damage, it did make a difference to how the car behaved. Ah. I think that's a Judd. I'm going to put it out there and say that's a Judd. Wait, what's... He's shifting at 7,000, and it's not a Honda, so that must be a Judd, that one. Because the Nissans can go to 8. that one must be a Judd. Can you see my logic here?
I'm just going to go with it.
Okay.
I'm just going to go with it.
If anyone can prove me wrong, then great.
If anyone's watching, let us know.
What I do know is he's using got quite a bit of fuel on board. And where is Bresson now in position? Bresson is 6th.
1.1 off. Quite symmetrical. 1.123.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll go a bit quicker now. Hopefully we'll improve his vicious, and we've got 8.5 minutes left of qualifying. So he comes across. Oh no, 'cause he's not across the line here, is it? He's got quite a far way to go still.
Line's coming up now.
Nope, no improvement in lap time.
Not sure if that was an outlap or not. I'll go and say that was an outlap. And this is the start of his lap now.
He's riding the curbs quite nicely, actually. That Ligier, compared to what the other ones we've seen, is riding the curbs quite well. Quite important for Imola to be able to ride the curbs quite smoothly. Is he going to be up on himself in sector 1? Round the hairpin we go. No idea, can't tell.
Nope. The game sometimes gives us splits, sometimes it doesn't.
Ah, okay.
I've got it set so it's meant to.
You sure?
But yeah, it's selected.
Okay, is that what the interface is it? It seems to be a nice tidy lap so far from Bresson. What's it going to be like through the chicane? Oh, touch of the grass on the way in. Mounting the curb.
Could have been a little more committed.
Possibly. It seems to be. I think he's made a slight setup change that it seems to be able to ride the curbs a lot better than it might have done before. Seems a lot more stable. Using first gear for there would be interesting.
Is it going to be an improvement though?
Goes across the line again and go. No, it doesn't improve. Okay, so what? There's the Honda of Goose. No fuel in it at all. Oh, have we seen Souls? Oh no, Friday did go top. It takes a while to adjust. Friday did go top by 15 thousandths.
Yeah, we were watching Bresson though, don't forget.
Oh yeah, sorry, okay. I get a bit too excited with the wrong thing. So, Friday did go top. Has gone top. Well, has Friday always been top and Souls improved? I think Souls just improved.
Let's go back with Goose. So we're covering the track as we went back to him there.
A lot of curve.
Very narrow entrance into there. Quite surprising. Need all the track on the way in.
Ooh, that's deep.
That's deep. That's the lap gone.
I don't know whether or not, if you've noticed. I'm trying to. Oh, there's going to the pit lane. He probably doesn't have enough fuel. So how's the Marek do? So it's got, this is nice and confusing, okay? So
the Marek is there.
Yeah. So we've got 2 yellow Ligiers, which are not teammates.
Just to confuse us.
Yes, just to confuse us, yes. Which I believe that might be Slickers. Yes, it is.
Slicker, yep. They're both on outlap, Slicker and VW, where I think Friday might be completing a lap.
A bit deep, but gets away with it. Will this be an improvement? Still got quite a bit of fuel in the car, 20 litres.
Yeah.
As he goes across the line and does a not an improvement. That I have a feeling that could have been an outlap, though.
We'll stick with him then, since he's currently the only driver on the flyer. Because Slicker and VW are building up. So he's got a lot of confidence here, I think.
I think that's half the thing, isn't it? With ooh, bit of
That's
understeer
wide
there.
though, I'm a little bit wide.
His gears seem to be quite short compared to Goose's, I've noticed. Goose seems to be only using about 5 gears.
Oh, that's wide as well, a little bit.
It's going to be like through the chicane. Oh, no curb. Interesting. So it's a completely different line. So it's Ligier Honda top, Ligier either Nissan or Judd, I haven't worked that out yet. For Soul. Might have done, I can't remember.
It comes back across
The line.
Start, finish, straight, that isn't straight.
And he will not
No,
improve
again. Has he reached the limits of what he can do?
Goose comes across the line now. What about him in the Honda Ligier?
Yeah, no improvement.
Yeah, no improvement. No.
What about Slicker?
I'm going to say that's a... I've just worked out what the difference are. That's a Judd. I've just worked out what the difference is.
Right. Is it very subtle?
Not... you can only tell from the back. That's a Judd. I can tell you that much.
Again, no improvement.
Tell by the brake lights. We're getting to that sort of level of picky now. The brake lights seem to be on the floor on the Judd. The brake lights are on the towers of the rear wing in the Nissans. I think. I didn't need to see a picture of it. Need to see an angle of him braking. I believe they're on behind the rear wheels. There are lights there. Oh no, they are on the towers, okay, so ignore me then. I think that is a Judd though, regardless. The fact that it's shifting at 7,000 anyway.
To the last minute of qualifying.
Yep, and we still got Friday top from Seoul second. Friday seems to be done with qualifying as he's gone back into the pit lane. Goose did improve.
Oh, he has.
To a
just
tenth
literally
behind.
this second. What about Seoul?
Right, that's a Nissan. Look at the revs. Revs are the easiest way to tell.
Yeah.
That's going all the way up to 8. I think that might be the only Nissan Ligier.
Ooh, I think it was deep into there.
But this will be his last lap. If it's... Has the game changed now so you can complete your lap that when it hits 0?
Yes, you can.
Right, okay. So Seoul at the moment is currently 4th. That's deep. Will this
just shy. They get 2 minutes to complete a lap.
I don't think this might be an improvement. No, it wasn't.
Nope.
Unless it takes a while to update. Don't think it does.
No.
Right, so Goose.
Right, Goose.
Is this a quick lap from Goose?
Well, presuming so. He's out there. End of the session, so...
Oh, we got that better.
That's nice, those two
That's
corners.
like a
That was
curve.
better. I haven't seen the rest of the lap, though. So...
He's the only one to really knock the top 2 off the front row. Will he join Friday on the front row. Yes.
Yes.
Top by 4 thousandths.
And
The top
VW is
three.
the last to cross the line.
The top three
Wow,
separate by 200ths. Oh, no, that's
VW's...
it. Locked up, gone straight on. The only Marek, though, of the field. The only car that's actually easy to tell apart from everyone else. Because everyone else is in Ligiers, as I can tell. Okay, so the order is Goose, Friday, Soul, Slicker, Dizzy, Friday. No, not Friday. That's
No.
Bresson. That's confusing. VW, Matthew.
No.
What?
It's not confusing at all. And then Matthew and then Jerome.
That's a little bit damaged. The Michael Shank racing
Yeah,
car.
that's seen a few walls.
Walls or wars?
Both, I think.
Right. Okay. Ah, so that's interesting. It tells you the sector times. That's good. So Goose. What?
No, leave it. Just wait.
Okay. So the. Okay. Right. We're leaving all that then. Right. Okay. Okay. What? Ah, that's interesting. So the 1.5 hour mark starts already. Has already started.
Interesting. Unless that resets when it does actually start.
I don't know. This is why it's called a test race. This is why we're not being very professional at the moment.
Yeah, no formal introduction or anything from us today.
No.
Sod you all.
Yes, exactly. Right, so
we're just here to make sure.
Right, it
everything goes
looks like Goose and Soul are teammates. It looks like they look very similarly liveried cars. There's actually 3 Cosworth? Eh? Go back on the interior camera again. Cosworth? Eh? There is no Ligier Cosworth here.
They've all got Cosworth steering wheels.
Apart from
the Maverick.
Which
Which is on the up. Which is on the other
also,
side.
yeah, it's on the wrong side of the car, which is interesting. Okay, so as far as I've right, so it's Honda. It's a Ligier Honda 123, I think. If you go back to Soul.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay, so it's Honda, Nissan, Honda. Then Honda again. Then a Judd. Then a Marek. Then a Honda. Then a Honda. Nice and simple. Ah, I have a message. I did not know this. Why do I have a message? Who's messaged me? Who's that enough to message? Ah!
Oh.
Eh?
There you go. Time has reset.
Well, that's
Whoa.
nice and... Well, that's nice and confusing. Someone's rear wing's already been knocked off. Oh,
What
God.
the hell?
Right, okay. Whose rear wing got knocked off? It's the white car. That might be slick. Is it Bresson? Yes, it is Bresson.
And 4 drivers have already got penalties. You can see.
Oh, we've got a bit of a pile-up going on into turn 1. It's a 90-minute race, guys. Come on.
You can tell people have had penalties because their position counter turns red.
Ah, I was going to ask about that. Okay, so Dizzy leads, but with a penalty, in the Honda Ligier. Then Slicker is second in the another Honda Ligier. And Soul is third in the only Nissan Ligier. Nice and confusing? Of course it is.
We've lost a driver as well. We did have 9.
That would be...
VW.
VW, yes, the only... Oh, someone else is in the wall in the background. If you go back, someone else is in the wall.
Yeah, who was that?
That was Bresson.
Bresson without the rear wheel.
So that's interesting. It's lost just the rear wing. It hasn't lost the legality panel. Whee!
No, that's what happens when you have no rear wing, folks.
Yes. Graphic demonstration.
Goose has gone from the front to the back.
Yes, I believe that there was a bit of a coming together slightly at turn 1. Or, but remember, these guys would have
I think
cold
he's also got damage
tyres.
as well. If you look, that looks like that's crabbing as well a little bit. When it comes up the braking, it looks a little...
Yes, that's crabbing. That's got damage, I think.
There was more going on back there. Jerome's on the grass
right,
now.
So that's the Honda Michael Shank Racing Ligier Honda.
Right. 2 minutes 10 seconds in, we've already had enough carnage for an entire race.
Makes the GP. It looks like it makes like the F2 race look tame. Right. Okay. So Goose and GPD are in the pit lane.
This could be a lengthy pit stop for GTP.
Well, it'll be interesting. Right. So Slicker is catching Dizzy as well. So he's only half a second behind. So the rear wing magically reappears.
Yep.
So it's Honda Judd. That's a Judd there. Yeah, the more yellow car is a Judd, just to be confusing. They're not teammates. So we've got the 3 Ligier engines in the first 3 positions.
I think they might need to look into this rolling start thing.
Yes.
If that's going to be happening quite springly.
Didn't you used to do rolling starts manually in GT6 leagues?
Yeah, we actually hired a member of the league to basically be a safety car at the start.
Okay, so Slicker's got a good run on Dizzy, but unable to overtake. No point. There's no point already. So Matthew's now in the pit lane as well.
Yep.
No point already saying this anyway, because we've already had enough carnage anyway. That it's a 90-minute race. There's no need to rush. Can we have a look, see how much fuel people got? Have they all got full tanks? Right, so Dizzy's got more fuel than Slicker, I think.
No.
No, it's the other way around, sorry. Soul's got the same amount of fuel as Slicker. Friday's obviously got a full tank. It seems like 69 litres is, or 75 litres seems to be the max. It seems like.
75 is the most you can have.
Okay, so Dizzy's got. Oh, hello. What's happened to this? No.
Is that a back marker?
That was no, that was Soul. Soul's gone wide.
Ah, Soul gone wide.
Slicker's gone wide. Sorry.
No, Slicker
and Soul are together. That's nice and confusing.
It's like Madman and Mayhem in the F2 league.
But doesn't have got RSO and RSL? Gotta get used to that. Where's the gin? It'll make it sound better now.
Peroni.
Okay, so what I would have liked to have done is worked out when like the cars actually need a box, but because everyone keeps. So when they take the penalties, I take it that's not a. I take it that's a penalty that they take at their pit stop, as Goose is now in again.
It's normally a time penalty, but I don't know if it can be served at the pit stop or not.
So okay, so it's a penalty more likely at the end of the race, but we don't know the quantity of said penalty.
Yeah, correct.
Right. Is the rolling starts manual or automatic?
I don't know. I don't play the game. I don't know.
Okay. So I'm only thinking if it was automatic, then they might have to redo the work out how to do the rolling starts. If it's manual, it's a case of drivers need to learn how to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the top three is trying to keep a bit of consistency going. We need to keep an eye on Friday, because Friday was obviously second on the grid. So we need to really keep on his pace. So Goose is already a lap down, I think.
Yep.
And there is a blue car in front of Dizzy,
which is Matthew.
So that would mean Breston's a lap
GTP
down
is
as
also
well.
a lap down, as he's getting the flashing lights from Friday already. In theory, he's not really close enough to try that tactic. He might just be doing it to let him know that he's coming, but as he nearly goes off.
That's Slicker, I think. No, that was Sol, sorry. Sol's the WRT, go remember this.
Yeah,
Sol's the black car, Slicker is yellow. So Friday's now moved up to third.
He's still got Bresson in his way.
Yes, but I wouldn't say he's in his way though.
No, he's just in front of him.
Dizzy's doing really well.
Yeah,
it's been a while. I will admit, it has been a while since I've seen Dizzy race properly.
He did a couple of rounds in the
F2,
Ginettas, but
okay,
and also in the Ginettas, but he didn't do the entire season.
The last real sort of memory of Dizzy racing for me would have been in the GT3 leagues on Project Cars. And he did do all right there. So they've come to begin lap 6. Gap's sort of staying slow because they're pulling away from Friday. So Dizzy's just. So that is, I take it, is the white number their previous lap?
Yes.
Or their best lap?
Their previous.
Right, okay, so previous lap, right, okay.
As far as I'm aware of. Yeah, because our Souls has changed from a 42 to a 57.
Ah, right, okay. And Jerome is a 56. Right, okay. So Friday's the quickest guy on the track by 4 tenths to Dizzy. And is taking chunks and chunks and chunks of time out of Dizzy, and it has passed Bresson.
Yeah, Bresson's letting go now.
Right, okay. So now it's all calmed down. Ah, Dizzy's, I think, made a slight mistake, or Slicker is sort of catching him quite quickly, because he just dropped about a second and a bit to Slicker.
We'll see what his lap time is. He did a 42.2 last time round.
He's now 3 seconds. So it seems, I'm looking at the
42.7.
41.1.
Too much.
1.6.
Yeah, 1.6. Yeah.
What is Friday going to do? 40.6.
40.6.
Is he again into the centre chicane there? But I'm looking at the field spread between 4th to 5th. So the top 4 separate by about 15 seconds. And then you got 5th who's a minute behind.
Yeah. To be fair, I think 5, 6, 7 and 8 were the 4 that were caught up in the carnage.
Well, yes, because the front row, which was Friday and Goose, What I personally think what might have happened is I don't think the tyres get warmed on the grid. So I think that gone into turn 1 thinking that the tyres are warm and they're not, they're cold. From going on the previous game, you'd spin going into the first chicane if you were not careful. Cold tyres, cold brakes, and this has gone straight on. So Friday's now 8.2 back. 5.7 off of Slicker. I'm trying to see, going down the straight as well, who's got the highest top speed.
Fires deep again. You might be able to get the laps together, but he's not consistent. He's done a 40.6 last time round.
41.3, yeah. So it's still, he's not the quickest Slicker on the track last time, Slicker was.
Yeah, Slicker was quicker by a tenth. And he was 8 tenths quicker than Dizzy.
Still. But every time I keep seeing that gap, it's around 2.1. So it must be either Dizzy's not quick in some parts, but it's quicker in others. And the bits that I'm looking at is where it's sort of the same sort of gap, maybe. So that's Matthew, I believe they're coming up to lap now, I think.
It is.
In the blue Ligier Honda. First gear position.
That might be something to do with the fuel, potentially.
Maybe, or if you take it in second, you don't get the exit, maybe, I don't know. So we've got Matthew and Jerome coming up.
Matthew goes deep. Give Dizzy a nice toe here, though.
I think they've already lapped Jerome. I think Jerome went off into the gravel.
Yeah, Jerome's gone off, yeah. Jerome's gone off.
Matthew's now 5th. And GTP and Bresson has now passed Jerome as well. Jerome now pits.
Boxed. I wonder if he had a moment with the wall somewhere.
At 41.7 from Dizzy, 41.5 from Slicker, and 41.1 from Friday.
Slowly,
so it's now
slowly,
7
slowly
seconds now separating the top 3. Oh.
Catch up, camera.
Yeah, exactly, cameraman, come on. So I believe it's Honda, Judd, Honda, Nissan, I think. The top 4. As an engine. All the same chassis. Imola 90. As I'm going to call this now, the Imola 90. Friday's using second gear for the chicane, and the leaders are using first gear.
So just a preference, isn't it?
Is there another back marker in front of... I know, because there's going to be 3 cars, isn't there? Because Matthew's going to be circulating in close proximity, isn't he? There's Matthew. Oh, who's that?
We've got slow Goose.
What's that going to be in aid of?
I wonder if he's had a spin, had an off at the first chicane.
Jerome is in the pit lane. Is that still?
I think he's still. I think that's still, because he's in the garage.
How can you be in the garage?
Unless he's parked it, unless he's retired it. But anyway,
we don't know that, do we? But look in the background, the light with the light. Oh no, it's Matthew, isn't it, with the lights on?
Yeah, Friday is closing in, but he's still 6.5 off. But The battle for the leaders closed up to a second.
Between the yellow and white and the more yellow Ligiers. So Dizzy's got 45 litres of fuel left. So he's used about 30 litres. I reckon so that would be what we're looking at pit stops about the with 45 minutes to go, maybe.
So about halfway.
Yeah. Maybe.
The thing we don't know is how far the tyres go.
No. We don't get that data. And we don't know what tyres they're on either, for that matter.
No.
And Jerome has left.
As with tyres, yeah.
It's quite annoying this, because you keep watching this and thinking, I would like to have a go in this. We've got the two teammates in the background, both with the lights on.
Have you noticed Friday took a second? Oh, someone else has gone. Goose is gone.
Yep, Goose is gone now, yeah.
Down to 6 cars.
So how many people will be left? And 4 of them are all in the close-ish proximity.
Yeah. 6 cars left with an hour and 11 to go.
Feels like the GP2 race from last year.
The opening part of the season, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so we've got now, it seems to be hovering around the 1 second mark now. It's not, ever since it's sort of got to 1 second, it's just sort of stopped.
Friday is eating into that lead though.
What I can't understand is though, Sol was right with the battle for this lead. He made a mistake, but has not really showed signs of coming back.
What did you say, it's a long race? Or was that Friday running deep back there?
No, I think that might have been a slight visual glitch.
Okay.
Slicker seems to have a bit of a toe, but can't use it. It's quite difficult to overtake it, so maybe it might be just a case of, as he has got more fuel than Dizzy, just to stay there, and then pit together. Sol is now in the pit lane.
I wonder if he has had issues.
45 litres of fuel left, so it's not a fueling issue. What's going on here? We have tyres, we have fuel.
Well, fuel's going on. Going in.
See-through mechanics as well. I like it. Should come out in same position, so why is he not moving? 75 litres of fuel. Dunlop rubber going on. So he's going to be a lap down now. I think. Because here's the leaders. The top 3 now separated by 3.3 seconds now.
Friday's charging. There he is.
Well, he was on the previous game quite quick.
Sol is still in the garage.
So he's now a lap down.
Oh no, he's not. Oh, he might just rejoin in front of me. There he is. So he is a lap down.
Could that be the reason why he wasn't sort of keeping pace with the top guys? Because he had the damage. And now he's got fresh tyres and new, effectively a new car. Will he now be able to keep up and unlap himself? So effectively the top 4 are all together, but not in the order that they are in on track.
No, the third car you see there is a lap down.
still the gap is about 6/10 at the front.
Friday's the only guy who's able to lap in the 40s at the moment.
Yeah, consistently in the 40s. Oh. Sol's letting Friday out go.
Yeah.
We're now just becoming at the top of the hour mark. About 8 minutes to go until we hit the first half hour. Car 51. So there's your leaders. 1, 2, 3 and the lap 4.
Friday does a 40.5.
I don't know what the pole was in the 39s, I believe.
39.4. 39.460 it was.
Have you noticed Matthew is keeping up with or catching Bresson? It seems like that gap's only about 5 seconds apart. There's Matthew there, look in the background.
Yep.
In the other...
Matthew's made an error, so he did a 45.1 last time round.
So do we think... Well, no, because Matthew wasn't... Was Matthew always fifth, or...?
No, I think he was behind Bresson, but I wonder if he was closer and he's fallen back.
Right. Ah, the top three are together. Because Bresson is now under Friday's now under 2 seconds behind the leader.
Dizzy's pulled a gap, or Slicker's made a mistake. Yeah. All of a sudden, Slicker's fallen back to Friday.
I think it might be a mixture of the two. I think we'll have a look at the lap times. So if you look at the previous lap, 42.1 beats 42.3. Both of them are beaten by 40.5, so what is it going to be this time by? .41, 42.1, very consistent from Dizzy, 43.0 and a 41.2.
Yeah, there's a mistake there from Slicker, quite clearly.
How are people's fuel looking? Between these
so
top three.
Slicker's 40, Dizzy's at 33, Brian's at 38.
So Slicker could go further on the tank, on this tank full. That could be the difference between doing 1 or 2 stops, I think.
Yeah.
It looks like.
I do know the tyre wear is on accelerated, but I don't know what that
means.
Sort of calculates to. How accelerated is it?
I don't know what tyres these guys run. I mean, Dizzy might be on a different compound to Friday, which could explain Friday's pace advantage, possibly. The Slicker goes a bit deep in the chicane. So this is interesting. We saw this when Slicker was following Dizzy. He got to about maybe 3/4 of a second behind Dizzy and could not get any closer. Can Friday pass Slicker?
Friday's got a good run.
Slicker defends.
Unfortunately, he's technically going to be on the outside for the first chicane.
Friday through.
Should be easily done.
Ooh.
Slight squeeze, but does it. But he was only 200 quicker than Dizzy that lap.
Remember, he was following Slicker though for a lap,
yeah.
So. Matthew's making another mistake. It seems like he's now slipping about 8 seconds behind Bresson. Now, we're assuming, so how far can these guys go then? On their
It's a
tank?
million-dollar question.
We're now on lap 16. Friday's now used effectively half his fuel. So would, and that's in half an hour, just on 27 minutes. So 45 minutes is possible, or 50 minutes is possible. So it should be just one stop of fuel.
But we don't know about the tyres.
But we don't know about the tyres, no. As Dizzy goes across the line and does a 41.6, Preston or Friday a 41.0 and Slicker a 42.4. So Friday is still quicker than Dizzy, but it doesn't look like he's catching, which makes no sense.
I think the interval element on this game, it updates so regularly. It always seems to go up and down because it seems to basically judge the distance between the two cars, which include obviously when the car in front brakes and then when the car behind brakes. So it just seems to jump all over the place.
Yeah. That's where Friday seems to gain all of his time through the middle sector.
Oh god, he's close near enough for 7/10 in those three corners.
Two Honda DCAs at the front, followed by a Judd.
Lights blazing on Friday's car. Is he going to be able to do the same as he did to Slicker a couple of months ago?
No, he's dropping back with Dizzy in a straight line. Oh, now he's catching. Will he be able to do anything about it?
Go on the outside.
No, that's not going to work, is it? As we hit the first half hour done.
Nearly.
Oh, his name is making So it looks like this race is going to be about 18:36.
Looking around 54, between 50 and 54 laps.
I should know this. 54. I should know that.
Yeah. You look with the pit stops, yeah, you'll be looking between 50 to 54, assuming these leaders don't have any major issues.
Yeah.
So
they need. Oh, does he go deep? So they need to get to about lap 23. No.
25 minimum, I think.
Yeah, 25. Yeah, 25. Yeah.
25 minimum to be able to do this on the one stop.
Still 7 laps away. They should do that.
Yeah, the times haven't really dropped in pace-wise, so...
No, so the tyres are still holding up.
The tyres should be good.
Have you seen Soul in the background matched Friday's lap time?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, here goes Friday.
It's Friday, yeah. A lot better run this time.
He's on the wrong side, but he's already cleared him.
Yeah, he's got better straight line speed than that thing. Dizzy comes so close to running to the back of him. But Friday's clear, and I think Friday will just disappear off into the distance.
Yep, so the next one will be, look at Soul in the background. He's the second he was the fastest guy on the track last time by. But he is a lap down. But can he catch that lap back up and get back on the podium? He is on a slightly different fuel strategy.
Well, yeah, he's obviously already boxed, isn't he? So
we will have to box again, though.
Matthews, that's the quickest lap I've seen Matthew do
in a while.
He's been in the 45s lately, and he's been 43.8. That's the best I've seen him do. But that car doesn't.
Does it look a little deranged to you at the front end? It does.
Yeah. That's had continuous problems by the look of it.
Abuse. One careful owner.
Thank you. So Friday's already pulled over a second.
Second and a half, yeah.
Second and a half.
And it looks, right, so now I've got to really look at the battle for second now between Dizzy and Slicker. Because that gap really looks like it's come down a little bit. 43 from Dizzy.
Oh, 41.2. God, yeah. That has come down. 1.8 seconds like that.
Oh, where's... Oh, Dizzy's gone.
Dizzy's gone. Dizzy spun it.
So that's also left Soul through.
To unlap himself.
Now, has that damaged Dizzy's car? Doesn't look damaged at the back end. Or the front end, it looks alright.
See how he is for a corner.
That might be normal, you haven't seen an onboard normal yet, have you?
Seems alright.
No, don't mind being mad. Is that Soul right behind right behind? They got different camera angles very slightly, it looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to Dizzy. Right, so Dizzy and Salt and Slicker's got the same. Is that? Does it change for driver preference? Do you reckon? Or because remember the others are all in. Well, apart from Slicker, everyone is in a Honda. And Friday. Sorry, Bresson and Slicker, Bresson, Slicker and Soul are the only ones not in a Honda Ligier. Souls did the 42.3 last lap. Now, it's weird, Slicker's now matching-ish Friday's pace last lap. Bresson matched Soul last lap, pretty much.
Yeah.
But it looks like Soul has caught up a little bit to Slicker.
Yeah, he has, definitely. So when will these guys pit?
I reckon around about the 45-minute mark, or 26, 25, 26, 27. I believe Dizzy will pit first.
Friday again was 1.1 quick at that time round.
Ah, but Soul did the fastest lap last lap.
Yeah.
Now, can Soul catch Dizzy at that pace?
It'll be tough.
He's a minute and 17 behind. really needs to clear Slicker, ideally, for his sake.
Well, he will do soon, you would think, with the pit stops, because he won't pit the same time as the leaders until he's been through the pit lane. So, unless Slicker just lets him go if Sol does get close, the leader should get out of Sol's way in the not too distant future. Well, they'll easily do a one stop on the fuel.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're going to do a one stop on the tyres as well.
Yeah. Which is a little bit of a well, we're not in control of the league. I don't know if it's.
It might be different for the two longer races. With Daytona and Le Mans.
Yep.
At the start and end of the season, we'll see. I hope there's a bit more strategic play in that, especially as the weather is random on those, so that might
help it along a little bit.
Help it along, but yeah, for the 1.5 hour, I thought maybe it could have been 2 stop or something, but maybe the game they can't force it into the game to do that. But at least they're not able to do the entire distance on one stint.
This is true, yes. There is some sort of element of pitting in it.
Yeah.
Right, so previous lap, Friday again pulled out another 1.2 on Slicker, and Sol is just following Slicker round and round and round, it seems like. 40 flat would have put him about 3rd row, I think, on the grid.
Yeah. But Sol was 3.2 seconds quicker than Dizzy.
Yeah.
Last time around. I thought Friday might have been heading to the pit there for a second.
He's still got 16 litres left. He should be all right for another couple of laps.
It's 5 minutes away from half distance.
Have you noticed Dizzy has fallen back quite a bit now, behind. What's this lap going to be for Dizzy now?
Sorry. It was a 44.5 last time round. He does a 43.8.
But it's still
that's
2.4 slower. Bresson is
0.2 quicker last time round. He's closing in on him. I know that's not the position, but
I was going to say. Oh no, Dizzy's gone off again.
Oh, he's gone again. He's gone again. I wonder if he has. Even out. I wonder if those tyres are starting to scream.
Maybe
a little bit for him, having had that spin.
Well, this is what we did find on the old game when we did it on accelerated tyre wear. There was quite a bit of. If you spun, your tyres were finished. Pretty much. You could not spin at all. If so, your tyres would be finished. I think Sol is starting to be held up by Slicker.
Yeah, I think he is. Especially as you'll be able to see that gap to Dizzy coming down as fast as it is.
Yep.
The time it's taken to close that much, he can catch him by the end.
So these two guys have done a 41, both 41.8s, but both quicker than Friday last time.
Friday was a 10th slower.
To be honest, though, Friday does not need to push. He's got a 6-second gap, and you know he's got the pace.
Just manage the gap, yeah, that's all he needs to do.
And remember, Dizzy still has that penalty.
So the time, including that spin, was a 150.
That's another nice.
He's off again.
He's gone off again. That's gonna go deep.
Yeah. What's going on with Dizzy?
Oh.
He's quit.
Right. Okay.
He's had enough. Well, that's taken that little potential battle out of the way.
Yep. So now everyone's sort of spread out a little bit.
Yep. There's 48 minutes to go, Stephen.
Yep. Don't look at the clock, it will go quicker. That gap from Friday to Slicker is... It was over 6 seconds before, now it's... Well, it's weird, as you say, it's strange. It's not done by... Unless that is the actual gap, but it can't be. It's like on string or elastic band or something. It's weird. Because it's not like how it's done on GT Sport, which is done by increments in the road. Where the cars stop, where the cars just beam, the timer starts.
Yeah. I mean, Friday was 2/10 quicker that last lap.
They're both a second quicker than Seoul. So in theory, at least they are at least in the right order. So the fastest guy is first, then the second fastest is second, the third fastest is third. I've got to really keep an eye, I've just realised, got to keep an eye on the gap between Bresson and Seoul. Seoul makes another mistake.
Bresson's there.
Bresson is there. And I believe Seoul has to make another pit stop. Well, he will have to make another stop, but I don't know about Bresson. I don't think Bresson has made a stop. No, he hasn't.
No, he's only got 16 litres left, so no, he'll definitely need to pit.
Have we noticed as well that Slicker is the only one, I believe, to not use traction control?
Yeah, you are right.
I've only just noticed that, to be honest. I thought they were all using it.
Right, so we thought it'll be...
Around about any time now, they should be coming in.
Yeah.
Because now they are actually... This lap they've just started, lap 28, is the will be half distance.
27, yeah.
Oh, 27, okay, sorry.
But yeah, they are now effectively half distance because 45 minutes will pass when they come around here. So, it is definitely a one-stop race.
Yep. But they don't do this race in the calendar, though.
No, they don't.
They only do this. They're only doing this one as a test race.
No, there are some really good, exciting tracks on the calendar, though, I have to admit. I'm just getting the list up in front of me now, so I can quickly read through it. While we do have this.
It's like lull.
Sort of.
Well, the 45-minute lull we've got to now endure.
Yeah. So the season does start next week. With the 2.4 hour around Daytona road course.
Yep.
And then every race after that's in 2 week increments. So 2 weeks after that it's Circuit Americas, which is an hour and a half. 2 weeks after that it's Algarve.
Sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt here. I believe Friday will be in the pit lane this time by... I think.
No, he's going around again.
He's going around again, okay.
So yeah, so round 3 will be Algarve. Which again is an hour and a half. That's on the 24th of Feb. Then on the 10th of March will be Fuji, again an hour and a half. 24th of March is at Spa. 7th of April Nürburgring GP. 21st of April is Silverstone. 5th of May Indianapolis road course. 19th of May Catalonia GP. 2nd of June is Monza, they're all 1.5 hours. And then the final race on the 16th of June is Le Mans, which is the 2.4 hour.
Is ABS banned in this? I think it is, isn't it?
It looks like it is.
I've only just, well, I was seeing the icon, I was only thinking whether or not it flashed when ABS comes up. But I'm just looking at the braking effort of Friday, and it's only real half, if that, at best.
Yeah, they're not using full pressure, are they?
No.
They're using the engine braking by the looks of it. More than anything else. So that was... He'll have to box this lap, he'll be too tight on fuel,
no,
surely.
We're going again.
Oh.
We had 6.1, didn't he? He's got 3.5, so we used 2.6 a lap. So you can do one more.
He'll have, what's that, 0.8? 0.7,
yes.
0.8 laps of fuel left when he comes in this time round.
Small lag there.
But the one thing they have to be careful of, because we noticed this in the Ginetta, is obviously because the pit lane is all completely manual, they can overshoot their pit box.
Ah.
So we did see that in the Ginettas where they just slid through their pit box, and we had people reversing up the pit lane.
Did they therefore get disqualified?
The game didn't, no.
Oh, what? Oh, okay.
Yeah, which I found weird. But we did have a couple of occasions where people did reverse up the pit lane. But yeah, no, Friday will definitely have to box this lap, whereas Slicker could do another couple of laps.
Maybe one, I reckon, not two. If they were using 2.6 litres a lap, we'll probably have to come in this next time.
Next lap. So he'll box in the 30, Friday will be in this lap.
Now, do they need to have enough fuel to do their slowing down lap as well? Because otherwise on the last game, if you didn't have enough fuel and you ran out, it disqualified you.
Yeah, there is a cooldown lap that they have to oblige.
Is that a manual or automatic cooldown?
I don't know.
Friday.
Very cautious.
Is it a manual pit lane then? As in, like, what I mean is, like, he has to press the button and then it keeps him there.
It's all completely manual as far as I'm aware of when it comes to the pit lane.
You stop a bit short there.
It looks like he's going to see the fuel man's going. The blurry pit crew.
Yeah, I love that. That's brilliant. Oof. Not he got damage, has he? From the first lap?
Maybe. This is a long pit stop.
Well, he was. He did take.
His fuel's still going in. Look, the fuel's still going up. Even though the fuel man is released, the fuel number was still going up there.
That's weird.
Maybe the spectate view visual on the pit lane isn't as accurate as what the driver sees.
Maybe.
Slicker is half a lap around now. Friday's still in the pit lane.
Unless he got... I'm only thinking that maybe he got damage from when... Oh, there we go.
Yeah, he leaves now.
Maybe he had a bit of damage because he was a part of the first corner kerfuffle, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was alongside Goose, wasn't he?
Yeah.
When,
So whether or not Slicker has any damage, and he could really capitalise here, because he's got pretty much a lap's lead now.
Yep, as Friday leaves the pit lane now.
And in comes Slicker.
Slicker.
Right, now Soul has now theoretically unlapped himself, but he still has to bid. So Slicker has less fuel to put in than Friday did. So we got to really look at Friday, wherever Friday is. So Friday's coming up through turn 6 to 7 to 8.
Where are we with Slicker? Still fuel going in.
Yep.
That number's still going up. He's pretty much putting a full tanker. That's Bresson in.
He's not moving either.
Friday's approaching the chicane now.
Still not moving. I think I need to play. I think one of us needs to play this game, and then he'll be able to work this out. They go. Ah, he's moving now. Yeah, he will take the lead. By
he will take the lead easily.
This is what I'm thinking. Whether or not it's damaged, maybe. I don't know.
It is a long pit lane, though. He was a long way down that pit lane.
It's going to be close.
Yeah. Here comes Friday. Where is
Soul's
Slicker?
out. Slicker's out. There. But the momentum will take.
Friday
and the fact that Slicker's on cold tyres as well.
That's a lot closer than it needed to be.
So I would like to know why they get held. This is what I'm thinking, whether or not it's damage or something.
It must be damage, yeah, it must be. I wonder if they all had collision at turn 1 at the start. And the damage that the likes of Friday and Slicker had was only more sort of bodywork superficial damage, rather than actual like suspension or.
So that has put, because if this is what is interesting now, because if Soul had no damage now, he's only 14 and a bit seconds behind them now.
Yeah, it's close writing.
Which, quite funnily, is where he was when he had the crash.
Yeah.
I mean, Soul might as well pit now, to be honest, because Bresson's pitted. He'll come out in front of Matthew.
Matthew, I think, has got to pit soon, yes. He will have to pit in...
next lap.
Not next lap. Yeah, next lap, maybe. But he'll be in soon, so Soul may as well, as you say, just get it out of the way as he's going off. Just get those boots off. And I think, oh no, maybe not. I thought he might have been there.
Oh,
Slicker goes
Slicker's
off.
gone off, yeah.
Yeah, what was interesting was Friday's outlap was a 46.8, and Slicker's was a 47.3.
But as you said though that Slicker had to go further down the pit lane.
Yeah.
Sometimes the outlap can be a little bit deceiving, especially if their pit box is after the start time.
Well, the start-finish line is pretty much where they disengage the pit limiter.
Okay.
Because the start-finish line is, well, where the detection point where it detects the time is right at the end of the pit lane. Oh, Friday's made a mistake though.
Oh, so he has. And Matthew is now into pit lane, and the lead is going to change.
Yeah, drag race down to turn 1.
Slicker's through.
Friday had good top end speed though before. He's still there.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
He's holding on.
Slicker's deep through.
He's deep. He's deep. Ooh, just.
Ooh.
Oh, Slicker had to slam the brakes on there. Soul's closing in while these two are battling.
Yeah, 40.7.
Yeah, Friday at 43.4. It's quite a significant error.
Yeah, Sol's pace is actually not that bad, to be honest.
Very good. Slicker is using his headlights there.
Got a good exit there though.
It's all about the run out of here, really.
Which Friday seems to get bang on right.
Yeah.
But now the slipstream comes into it. Much better exit from Friday that time.
Yeah, Friday is much better through there when he gets it right. Matthew is still in the pit lane.
He's been in the pit lane now for about 2 laps, hasn't he? There goes Sol. Much of slower lap time from Sol this time, I think. Yeah, 41.3. Oh, he's still closer, still faster than the lead 2.
Still quicker than the lead 2 by over a second. How much fuel has he got left? He's got 19 litres.
So he'll pit in about in another
6-7 laps?
Yeah, 6
around
laps, I reckon.
Matthew's still in the pit lane. Look how the gap he is to Bresson. He's 3 minutes down nearly on Bresson.
That's not Bresson, that's to the leader.
No, he's 4 minutes 56.
Sorry, I see you. Right, I see you now. Yeah, I see what you mean now, yeah. So he's 2 laps behind Bresson.
Yes.
I think.
As the leaders, I think, are...
Leaders are now separating out a little bit now. As we enter the last half an hour, very nearly.
Matthew's about to go another lap down.
Oh,
I think
no, he's off, he's moving, he's moving.
Yep. I've just heard it fire.
He's in the
there.
slow lane still.
He's obviously very annoyed about that long pit lane. He's running down the mechanics.
not for his own car either.
No.
Trying to slow everyone else down when they go in the pit lane.
It's a bit late though, because everyone's already done their stop unless they crash.
Apart from Sol. Sol has to pit again.
But Matthew, unfortunately, is what? 3 minutes? No, that's jumped down all of a sudden. That was over 3 minutes.
I think Bresson's made a mistake. Oh no, 5 minute 33 last lap for Matthew.
Yeah.
Dear oh dear. 5 minute 33.
Well, yeah, that's the whole pit lane as well, because you say the pit lane exit is where the start finish line is.
Yes, I know, but 5 minutes?
Yeah.
5.5 minutes?
That means he would have had to have been in the pit lane for over 3 minutes. Closer to 4 minutes in the pit lane. That's
quite a lot of damage.
That's quite bad.
Now, we need to see when Sol pits. Because I don't believe he will have damage.
No.
So, he will be the one to tell whether or not what we're seeing is a glitch, or if it is when they repair damage.
Friday's made another mistake again.
So he has. That was in the first corner though, because he was pulling away.
Yep.
Oh, he's made another mistake slightly, went a bit too deep in there.
Slicker just go for it, knowing he's going to stop. Just go a bit more risky with any kind of overtake. We're in the last
Headlights
half hour
going
now.
off.
Slicker got the better run up the hill.
Can't really do anything with it though. Woo!
Oh no, he's deep into there though. The slipstream take effect though. No, still losing time. There we go. Now it's no, it's up and down.
It's elastic band effect.
Yes.
Just look at all the cadence braking going on, sort of. See the brake sort of effort fluctuating about. Right, here we go. Still got a bit of fuel left. You could have gone a little bit further.
I think he's just getting it out of the way. Give him as much time as possible to close any potential gap down.
Right, okay, so
right, goes on.
I do not believe that he had damage.
How much fuel was he putting in? Thing goes up.
Nope.
Got a full tank.
He's not moving either.
No, he's not moving either.
It would be nice to. It would be nice to know what they were actually doing. Good God, it's taking an eternity, isn't it? There we go.
And he's off.
He's in
the slow lane.
In the slow lane. Do people not know how to drive on a pit lane?
He's effectively cutting a corner.
Effectively, he's cutting a corner. You are right.
There
go the leaders.
So he's now a lap down again. 40.8, 40.9 for the two leaders last time round.
3-minute 12 pit stop.
Or 3-minute 12 total time, including pit stop. But that was still 2 minutes less, sorry, than Matthews.
Yes, it was 2 and a bit less.
And Matthew, unfortunately, must have, I don't know, had a new engine installed, maybe? I don't know. That was a
brakes all round, I don't know.
Change cars like Formula E, I don't know, maybe.
Well, that's stopping, isn't it? Next year.
Yeah, it's the last year of that, isn't it? That'd be one series I'd like to have on one of the games.
Well, if we had Forza, you could do it.
Fortunately, not Xbox. I would not say that word ever again.
Huh?
We won't say that word ever again. It's like Voldemort and Harry Potter.
I thought he was going to say the Scottish play.
or Macbeth, yes.
No, the Scottish name! It is cursed, I tell you. Cursed! Now, do we think Friday is just holding...
Oh my, my stream has stopped.
Are we thinking Friday is just holding Slipker at bay? Or is Slipker actually genuinely going to try and overtake?
Slicker's got more fuel available and he was very wide out of there. He seems to be doing a good job of keeping up this time. Whereas Friday just trying to just look after his car. It's hard to tell. we can't see any kind of fuel mappings or anything like we can in F1.
Is there fuel mapping on this game?
I have no idea. Needs to be thorough testing involved before we can find that out. All I know is when I've tried going around on this game, I keep spinning. It's very hard on the pad.
This is the first time I've actually been on the game, so I've got no idea.
Yeah, you only installed it this morning.
Correct.
Is your stream still going, by the way?
Yeah, my stream's still going. Yep. My stream is still going. Yep.
You got any viewers?
I had one.
One.
Which was Mr. Cat.
You? Oh, Skyline. Hello, Skyline.
He's probably not watching now. He's probably bored to death. But oh well. We've got 22 minutes to go though. But yes, what we're kind of hoping is that more people take part in the Daytona race. Because otherwise it was... Oh, Friday makes a slight mistake. Just slightly loses momentum through the center S's. Now I don't know whether or not some of the... Because whether or not Daytona is going to be a special one-off, like not a one-off race, but sort of one of the highlights of the year, whether or not they allow more people to race in that who can't necessarily do the whole league, but do some one-off races.
Well, don't forget they're restricted to how many people they can have in the lobby, again to 16.
I know, but I know that there are a couple of drivers who are interested to take part in Daytona. However, but Daytona race is on the same weekend as Daytona itself, which sounds like a good idea unless you want to watch Daytona.
The other thing is the Le Mans race at the end of the season is on the same time as Le Mans.
Yes, which is also a great idea apart from the fact if you want to watch Le Mans.
Well, in your case, you're after Le Mans, so you're going to help me commentate.
Correct. So I'm leaving you for 2.5 hours.
Oh, no fair. As a punishment, I'll have to leave you to do Singapore on your own.
That's alright. No, well, it's normally the commentary and we normally do is the F2s. Everyone sort of explodes halfway through the race anyway. It doesn't matter.
Anyway, yeah, these two
still just pounding round together, aren't they?
Yeah.
Ah, Solar 39.6.
That's very fast.
Headlights on, give you another 50 mile an hour. Is Slicker just biding his time, just waiting for sort of 10 minutes to go, and then he's going to make his move? Or are we waiting for Friday to pull the pin? Oh, a lot of curb there.
Seems to work for him though. Himself Sol's pushing, his engine temperature is about 10 degrees Fahrenheit higher than anyone else.
Yeah.
He's giving it everything. There's Friday goes half second quicker last time round. But does Sol keep up a 39?
Yep,
39.7. He is flying. Yeah, he's really using the rev range on the downshifts there.
Well, you might as well use it. It's got more revs than anything else out there.
Yeah. Giving it everything he's got.
Meanwhile, back at the front,
It's about the same. Around the 8,
The last
8
sort of-
9 10th mark.
oh, Friday goes a little deep again.
Yeah, why through there? But that actually seemed to help him. All of a sudden, it seems like Slicker is the better driver through an actually chicane all of a sudden. Better on the brakes as well.
It's almost like Friday's almost taking it easy, it looks like.
Playing with him.
He's pulling away now down the straight.
.41.5, 41.5.
And then Soul in the background did a 40.5. So
40.5.
So another second out of the lead 2, but we need to find a minute of 34.
My phone's going nuts. Excuse me. It's only, what's it, only. It's about the football. Nothing important.
Bad news or?
It looks like the Mkhitaryan-Sanchez swap is happening.
Oh, right.
Mkhitaryan's agreed his terms with Arsenal.
Which is funny, because he hasn't been at Man United for very long.
No, season a bit, if that. Oh, Slicker
Friday's gone deep. Friday went wide, coming out, but...
Yeah, Slicker went deep going in.
Oh, a bit of a lock-up from Slicker.
First time I've seen anyone do that. I've not really seen any tyre smoke from anyone yet. Other than Bresson when he was spinning around with their rear wing at the start.
Yeah.
40.6, 40.9.
Back on 40.8.
So Friday the quickest car that time round.
Wonder Friday's now decided to just go now, 15 with a quarter of an hour to go.
15 minutes to go.
Or about, what, 12 laps, do you reckon?
No, they're doing over a minute and a half.
About 10 laps then. Looking at, because we worked out about 54 laps,
Yeah.
didn't we? It's about 10 laps to go.
Yeah. Matthews have had more issues out there. 155 last time round.
Yeah.
Feel sorry for him a little bit back there.
But at least he's kept
3
going.
minutes. At least he's kept going, yeah. Fair play to him. But he is 3 minutes, even though...
Well, it was about lap 44-1.
Yeah. Breston's not actually far up the road from him, physically on the road, but in terms of time, it's 3 minutes. Yeah, Slicker's dropped back to 1.5 seconds.
I'm just trying to work out who didn't turn up for the test race. Because there was, I think BK hasn't turned up. Well, there's another one, so it should be about 10. Did you look at
the sign up? I'll get the sign up sheet up now. Right, so the entire list is that one page. Yeah, so the list at on the sign up sheet is Matthew Friday, Wham Bam, who was in the Ginetta League as well. These are here. Then there was Slicker, H78 as well,
who did do the Toyota League in GT Sport.
Yeah.
Who's not way right there.
No, Bresson, BK, Goose, who's yet to announce his teammate apparently. Barney as well. and he's queried whether he wanted to team up with DK.
So that's a good, what, 13, 14?
Let's see, let's just count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's only 9. Dizzy hasn't actually officially signed up.
Oh.
Dizzy is not on the sign-up sheet. And neither is VW, actually, for that matter.
We started with 9 though, didn't we? So there's 7 here and we're missing 2.
Yeah, it's not having as many sign-ups as I thought, but yeah, there are people who started this race who haven't signed up, and the people who aren't here who have. Okay.
It's funny this though, isn't it? It's like the what's it called? The GT Sport League a little bit. With the Toyotas we had problems with people signing up there, and it just seems like compared to it just seems like Project Cars having the same sort of issues. I mean, comparing to the F1, completely struggling.
I mean, they've still got a week before the season starts, so Matthew might be doing his advertising of the league over the next 7 days after this, trying to get those numbers up. And also he's got to focus on as well a little bit on the other Project Cars 2 league.
Yes, the RS01 Cup, RS Cup.
With the Renault RS Cup, which the test race is on this Monday at 8 o'clock UK time. So he's also got to put a bit of focus on that to ensure that runs to a smoothish level as well.
And then we've got an F1 race to do on Sunday.
Yeah, we have our F1 League race at Canada in between.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Which I'm not really looking forward to. I've never really... Canada's a bit hit and miss for me.
I like the track, but I'm never quick there. It's the one...
As long as I make it past the first lap, unlike 2 weeks ago, then I'll be happy.
Yeah. I was just about to say, it's the one track I haven't won at, but I won it in 2014. I think.
You did. Yeah, you're my teammate then.
Oh, a bit of a slide there from Friday at the top there.
Nine minutes to go. Friday got into the 39s last time round.
Yes, he did, yes.
And he just started. First time someone other than Sol has managed to do that.
Well, Friday did do it earlier on in the race. But only did it for one lap.
Do it in the race.
Huh?
I hadn't spotted him do it to the race.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, he's just put the hammer down now, isn't he? That's a 40.6 and a 40.8.
If I wasn't doing the commentary, I would have done the Daytona race. I reckon. It was sort of a bit of a one-off. But doing the commentaries I can't.
Yeah, these two are obviously the closest two on the track, obviously.
Yeah, that's what we're still watching. Oh yeah, because Soul is a lap behind. Bressen's a lap behind Soul, I think, very nearly.
Not quite. It's 40 seconds.
And then
Well,
Matt is 2 laps behind GTB.
Yeah.
Bressen. Got some running, but sort of a workout why the pit stops take so long. Is the longer 2.4 hour races an extra point bonus, or is it normal points?
It's not still the same point system. So the way it works, the winner gets 15 points. And it runs down to 1.4 tenth, I want to say? Or is it 8? Let me just check that.
But yeah, but what I mean is, so if you don't get like 30 points for winning Daytona,
No.
there's no extra incentive.
No, it's just a longer race.
Hopefully there's more than 5 cars that take part in it. And hopefully it doesn't.
So 15 points
hopefully it snows at Daytona. That'll be more entertaining.
So yeah, 15 points for first are down to 1.10.
Right.
And you also get a point for pole and a point for fastest lap.
I bet it's 5 laps to go now. I think. No, 4 laps to go actually. It's just ticked down to 6 minutes. Slicker goes a bit wide.
Slicker goes very wide. Again, Sol was the quickest car last time round. Just,
yeah. Well, it seems like the top 3 have roughly got the same pace. It's just the fact that Sol had... I can't remember why Sol lost the lap. Was it because he had a spin or something and he pitched, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a spin. I think he hit the wall early on, which is why he pitted early. And as a result, he ended up a lap down. And then obviously he had to pit again after these lot pitted, because he didn't have enough range on the fuel.
Sol again fastest on the 3 that last time round.
Friday the slowest of the 3. And the other 2 in the 44's.
Well, they haven't crossed the line yet, I don't think. No, they haven't.
No. Preston's about to.
And the Judd-powered Ligier.
3-8.
There's Matthew as Friday's teammate in the blue Honda powered Ligier. 43.3.
3 laps to go. There'll be 3 more laps.
Yes, it will be 3. Yes.
So the starting lap.
Will it be 2?
140. They might just. They'll probably cross unless Friday starts easing off. But it's a bit risky since he's only got a couple of seconds lead. He will need to ease it off. So I think at this pace, not this lap, but the next lap, he'll cross the line with about 10 seconds spare.
Yeah.
I reckon.
He was the fastest of the 3 last time by.
Soul's had an issue last time round. Yeah, at that pace he will have to do a couple more laps. Which you won't mind doing. Which when he doesn't go off and spin on the last lap, then
yeah, then he won't. He won't like that bit at all.
Yeah. He seems fairly comfortable.
Oh, lock up.
I say that.
What does it mean by the Stefan Johansson Vaxo? That bottom left, the shield.
I don't know where you...
Above the ticker at the bottom, there's a little shield above Friday's name.
I'm not seeing that.
Oh, okay. So next lap is the last lap. Fifth lap, that'll be lap 53.
Yep, so yeah, 53 laps will be the length unless Friday decides to... He's got a 3-second gap, he could if he wanted to. Just lift and coast a little bit.
He would have to lift off about 15 seconds, I think. So if Slicker wasn't there, it was Soul who was
had an issue.
156.
156. Yeah.
No.
That's damaged. That looks damaged to me.
Something doesn't sound right, does it?
No. So yeah, one more lap to go. They'll cross the line with about 20
seconds.
15, 20 seconds. This is the final lap.
Final lap starts.
40.0.
Did overfuel them a little bit.
Yeah, they all just seem to brim the tanks at their stops. I mean, obviously this is only a test race, so they're obviously learning what they can and can't do. Yeah, so they just need to work out how much fuel they use. Because that will save them seconds, well, supposedly save them seconds in a pit stop. Assuming
Yeah, we'll start the damage repair quicker.
Yeah. Half a lap to go for Friday. This is promising for him for the league ahead. He seems to have been I think Goose would have been there with him if he didn't have the issue on the first lap though.
Yeah.
Goose
I think
was
so
obviously
was
on pole.
Soul, to be honest. I think Soul needs a little bit more practice.
So, and there will be other drivers I
consistency.
hope. Other drivers I hope will join as well, which might make it a bit more interesting at the front, but Friday will come across the line to win the test race.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, got car.
Preston's stuck in the ground.
Preston stopped. Why is Preston stopped? Is he out? He's out of fuel. Look, he's run out of fuel.
I can't see that he's run out of fuel. The race complete thing's in the way.
Oh no, it's just above that for me. But yeah, his fuel's on 0.0.
Ah.
So he will not finish the race.
Technically, put Matt up to fourth. No, it won't put Matt up to fourth. Unless he gets disqualified, so I don't know. Well, no, it won't do, because Matt's done less laps.
Yeah, but GTP should get disqualified. Because they've got the cooldown lap on. which means they must have enough fuel to get round on the cooldown.
This means we've got to wait 75 seconds now.
Ooh, smash!
that to my reckoning means that it's a manual cooldown lap.
Yes. And Sol wasn't looking where he was going. So that's 2 rear wings that Breton's car's bombed through.
Oh, hello.
Sol's,
Who's that? Slicker?
That
Slicker's lost a
in
wheel.
The gravel.
Unless that's Breton's wheel. That's Friday. That's Matthew, just delaying procedures.
Yeah, he hasn't actually finished the race yet.
So we've got 4 stopped cars apart from Matthew. So why is everyone stopped?
Why is everyone stopping? There we go.
Uh-oh.
Matthew Matthew aims for Sol there at the end.
Do they know that they are being streamed? I'm gonna say no.
And yeah.
Has VW only just left the session, or is that just a delayed message? Right, so
I think that might be delayed.
Right, so they got a 5-second penalty. Then.
Yep.
Sol did the best lap of the race. As well.
Yep, he was. It's a bit annoying. It says pit stop 0. That's not quite true.
Well, Matt did 1 apparently.
Oh, on my screen,
which is also
0.
not true. Well, Matt says it's done 1, but that's not true. I think we've seen him in twice or 3 times.
Yeah, he did twice. He pitted right at the beginning, and then he had that 3 and a bit minute pit stop towards the end. Right, let's return to Race Central. Oh, Matthew's inviting me. Yeah, so that was a test race. Bit interesting in elements, but I think it was just obviously lacking the drivers.
Yes.
But the season does get fully underway next week. This time next week, 7:30 start time on Saturday, for the Daytona Road Course 2.4 hour. So we'll still be going this time next week.
Yeah. Hopefully that'll be more than 5.
I hope there'll be more than 5 drivers finishing for.
You're not in the lobby anymore.
I know, I've left.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
So yeah, so we'll see you all next week.